She was thrust into the spotlight from birth as the daughter of music legend Michael Jackson. Now at 24 years old, Paris Jackson is stepping forward on her own terms. Join Factsverse as we delve into Paris Jackson's journey to find herself amidst the glare of fame, controversies, and tragedy that have surrounded the Jackson family. Paris Jackson, growing up in the limelight. From the moment Paris entered the world in April of 1998, she was destined for a different life. As the second child of Michael Jackson and Debbie Rowe, Paris was thrust into a world of fame, fortune, and relentless media scrutiny. But beyond the flashing cameras and tabloid headlines lies a story of a young woman navigating her identity, legacy, and personal challenges. Growing up, Paris shared a deep bond with her father, Michael. The king of pop, despite his global fame, was a doting father, ensuring that Paris and her siblings experienced as much of a normal childhood as possible. Paris often recalls memories of wearing masks in public, a decision made by Michael to protect his children's identities and allow them some semblance of privacy. These early years were filled with laughter, music, and lessons as Michael instilled in his children the values of kindness, humility, and the importance of giving back. With music in her veins, it was only natural for Paris to gravitate towards the arts. As she grew older, she explored her passion for music and acting. She became a member of the band The Soundflowers, showcasing her vocal talents and songwriting skills. Her foray into acting saw her take on roles in TV series and films, further establishing herself as a force to be reckoned with. But life in the spotlight wasn't without challenges. Paris has been candid about her battles with mental health, from depression to anxiety. She has spoken openly about her attempts at suicide and her journey to find healing and peace. Through therapy, the support of her family, and her own resilience, Paris has worked towards overcoming these challenges, using her platform to advocate for mental health awareness. Paris's journey of self-discovery has also seen her speak out about her sexuality. Identifying as gay, Paris has been a vocal advocate for LGBTQ+ rights. For Paris, it's been a journey of understanding that love goes beyond gender and that everyone deserves to find happiness and acceptance. Prince Michael Jackson, living up to the legacy. Prince Michael Jackson, often referred to as Prince, was born on February 13, 1997, as the eldest child of Michael Jackson and Debbie Rowe. His journey from a protected child to a young man, forging his path, is a tale of resilience, determination, and honoring a profound legacy. Prince's early years were characterized by a blend of extraordinary experiences and attempts at normalcy. As he grew older, Prince sought to carve out an identity distinct from the overwhelming shadow of his father's fame. He pursued education with vigor, attending the Buckley School, followed by Loyola Marymount University in LA. In 2019, he graduated with a bachelor's degree in business administration. Throughout his academic journey, Prince was known to be a diligent student, often emphasizing the importance of education in interviews and public appearances. Growing up as Michael Jackson's son came with its set of challenges. The world's curiosity about the Jackson family, combined with the controversies that often surrounded them, meant that Prince had to mature quickly. He learned to navigate the complexities of fame, handling media interactions with grace, and often emphasizing the need to focus on the positive aspects of his unique upbringing. In rare interviews, Prince has opened up about the profound impact his father had on his life. He speaks fondly of memories with Michael, from private moments at their Neverland Ranch to lessons about life and values. Prince often emphasizes the deep sense of responsibility he feels to honor Michael's legacy, not just as an artist, but as a father and humanitarian. Bigi Jackson, the youngest and most private. Bigi Jackson, formerly known to the world as Blanket, is the youngest of Michael Jackson's children. Born February 21, 2002, Bigi's life has been one of intrigue, speculation, and intense media scrutiny. But despite the overwhelming attention, Bigi has managed to maintain a level of privacy both admirable and mysterious, making him one of the most enigmatic figures in the Jackson family. From his earliest days, Bigi's life was anything but ordinary. Born via a surrogate, details about his birth and early years were closely guarded by the Jackson family. Michael, having already experienced the challenges of raising children in the public eye with Prince and Paris, went to great lengths to shield Bigi from the media. Bigi's public appearances have been few and far between, further amplifying the intrigue surrounding him. But on the occasions he's stepped into the limelight, it's been evident he shares a close bond with his siblings. Notably, he was present at brother Prince's graduation, and the two, along with Paris, have been seen celebrating significant occasions together, like commemorating what would have been Michael's 65th birthday in Las Vegas. Unlike his elder siblings, Bigi has largely stayed away from the entertainment industry. He's chosen a life away from the spotlight, focusing on his education and personal growth. Those close to the family often remark on his intelligence, wit, and the depth of his character, traits that he's nurtured away from the prying eyes of the world. While he might not be in the public eye as much as Prince or Paris, his love and respect for his father are undeniable. Paris's views on Michael Jackson's death. The untimely death of Michael Jackson on June 25, 2009 sent shockwaves around the world. As fans mourned the loss of the king of pop, myriad speculations, theories, and controversies emerged surrounding the circumstances of his death. At the heart of these was Paris Jackson, Michael's only daughter, who bravely voiced her beliefs and suspicions. In various interviews, Paris has expressed her conviction that her father's death was a calculated act. She believes he was essentially murdered. This bold claim, which is unsettling, this claim has been a focal point of many discussions. Paris has cited the pressures, external threats, and the murky world of the music industry as potential factors that might have contributed to her father's untimely end. Michael had hinted at people wanting to harm him or take control of his vast estate. Paris recalls her father mentioning people being, quote, out to get him. These cryptic statements, combined with the sudden nature of his death, fueled Paris's suspicions. She felt there were many unanswered questions and inconsistencies in the narrative presented to the public. Paris's claims were met with a mix of support, skepticism, and outright denial. While many fans and conspiracy theorists echoed her sentiments, believing there was more to Michael's death than met the eye, others felt Paris was grappling with grief and looking for someone to blame. Dr. Conrad Murray, Michael Jackson's personal physician, was found guilty of involuntary manslaughter in connection with the singer's death. The courts determined that Murray's negligence in administering the anesthetic propofol led to the death. But for Paris and many others, the verdict did not provide closure. They believe that while Murray may have played a role, there were bigger, more sinister factors at play. Over the years, Paris has sought to find answers, closure, and justice for her father. Despite the challenges and criticisms, she remains steadfast in her belief. Now it's time to hear from you. Do you think Michael Jackson was murdered, or was it an accident? Let us know in the comments section below.